Hey, what's up guys, slightly different video today, still going to be a hardcore Ironman, but yeah, this is pretty interesting. Just a week into hardcore Ironman being released, I discovered a very effective way of making some very fast money in such a short amount of time. This isn't on the hardcore, this is on my main, but I discovered it through the hardcore Ironman playing it. And I made about 250k every 6 minutes when I first discovered this. So how did I find this out? Now then, if we go back to episode number 4, like I said, which was 1 week into the hardcore Ironman, I did the Death to Dorgeshen quest so I could access the ham storeroom. So I pickpocketed the ham guards for the keys, I looted the chest and got loads of jewelry. I went over to Port Sarim to the jewelry shop and sold it and got some really good money for it. Now then, this is a really popular way of making some quick easy cash on an Ironman in the starting days. You can make like 80k per hour, upwards of 80k per hour, and it was really popular. So obviously the more jewelry in the shop, the less you can sell it for. So obviously I have to hop around loads of worlds and try find a world where there's really low stock, and then you sell like a few at a time to get the best money. Because if you don't already know, obviously if I sell all 20 at one time, I'm gonna get less for each piece of jewelry. So yeah, the less I sell, the more money I get, and that's because it's really popular and loads of people are doing this method. And I'd be hopping around, and one of the most popular items to get is a sapphire necklace, and there'd be like 30 or 40 in stock, and it's not even worth selling because I can get way more money in another world, you know what I mean? And then I was like, this is like impossible to find a free world with like 0 jewelry in each shop. Like, why is no one buying these? So I checked to see how much you can actually buy them from the shop, like you actually buy them from the shop rather than selling. And they were going for like 600 each when there's like hardly any in stock. However, if there's like 40 in stock, they were only going for about 100 each. And I was like, wait, what? 100 each? I'm pretty sure games necklaces are worth well over 1k. So I go over to the Grand Exchange and I check how much a games necklace is worth, a sapphire ring is worth, and they're worth 1.6k. And obviously it's going to keep that price because how many people need recoils and games necklaces in the game? Like pretty much everyone, all the time, always a supply, always a demand. Oh my fucking god, what have I just discovered? I'm spending like a few k to maybe 20k per invent. I price check them, they're worth 44k. There is a deposit box right over there at Port Sarim. And I was like, okay. So I start with 1 mil cash and I start testing it out for every 5 minutes. And yeah, I ended up making like 250k every 5 minutes. But here's the thing, once I did all of the worlds, obviously you've just got to rely on other people selling them all the time. So after a week, there was still loads and loads of people doing this. I could do this for a good 10 minutes and make myself 400k, you know what I mean? But obviously I couldn't do this for a full hour because it would just get a bit tedious, you know, hopping around shops. I've already been to that world, no one's sold in that world yet. But this is what I'm saying, if I discovered this method in the first few days, I could have capitalized like hugely, because the amount of people that would have been doing it back then rather than now to a week, you know what I mean? So yeah, as I demonstrated there, that took me 6 minutes and I made 250k profit. So this is basically what I'd do. I'd log on for a bit, take advantage of all the sapphire necklaces in stock. I'd log off, come back a bit later when loads more people have sold them, you know what I mean? Because obviously it makes a huge difference if there's 40 in stock and they're going for like 100 each. Like, you could literally make a few 100k every 5 minutes, but obviously that's not going to happen. This is not ruining any money making guide because it no longer works, because no one really does it anymore. I mean, people are still going to do it, but you're probably going to hop around 10 worlds and probably find about 20 sapphire necklaces altogether. It's not even really worth doing whatsoever. But yeah, I just thought this was really interesting to share. As soon as I found it, I was like, oh my god, I am videoing this, I'm getting 1 mil cash, I'm going testing this out for a few minutes, see how much money I'm going to make. I made 250k, that's like 2.5 mil every single hour. This is insane. Hope you guys found it interesting, and yeah, I'll see you very soon. Peace.